Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. You already know I'm rocking with Promoboii. I wanna continue this conversation. Right. Here's my take. Right. Yes, you don't know when you'll blow or when you'll break in, and I'm talking like actually breaking into the point where you don't have to work a job to accommodate, your livelihood or to accommodate your music. Me personally, if I was trying to break in, I personally would try to look for something that's remote. No state restrictions. I could work from home. All while doing that, I'm gonna learn the music business. I'm gonna learn the other side to money. I'm going to learn how to find a way, okay, let me try to buy a property where I could live. I don't like to use the word comfortable because, depending on the content, you hear the word comfortable, people get too comfortable to the point where they don't grow and progress.
But you can breathe.
Yes.
You got breathing room.
You have breathing room where you living comfortably. What I would do is I'll get a property where I could live, but also have a side of the house where I can have money coming in and also build a studio where I can record as much music as I can. Give one of my homeboys who's good as an engineer and producer, yo, tap in with me, man, come to the spot, let's record, right? At least I can have stuff spaced out within that 6 months to a year, then it won't be so issue. But one thing I think artists have to understand, that struggling and thinking that it's okay to struggle is messing with them right here mentally. Because it's like you said, you contemplating, do I pay my rent? Do I go to studio? Right? Especially if you're an independent artist, and that's the down part about independent artists nowadays. When you don't have a fan base, unfortunately, you have to constantly keep people's attention going and have content out or have a next music video out. If you don't have that and you've been out for a year or two, if not 3, people won't think this person was never taking this serious. This music business is not for you. And straight up, listen, we're being very transparent. This music business is really not for everybody because people don't have it in them to want to make this.
The business ain't. You're right.
Yeah.
Not the business part.
Because they say it's 90% business, 10% talent. You know what I'm saying? What do you feel like could possibly change to give an independent artist that push to like, you know what? I technically signed up for this. I need to really tap in and do something different.
Nobody's telling them what they signing up for, right? It's like I said, it's no OGs.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, oh, like when you, for example, like if you go to school to be a fireman or whatever, right? It's a program for that to ensure that you get, you get what I'm saying? Ensure that you got the requirements, you got all that. It's no requirements in music. It's the wild, wild west. You can be any kind of person, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, that I think a lot of people need to understand that. Like you gotta have, like when I started, I had a little bit of money. Like you said, I had a studio in my basement. I was renting out. I had like a little radio station I would charge and stuff like that. So I had a little bit of money. I understood that. You get what I'm saying? Like you said, you gotta get your money, then start. You gotta be able to breathe first, because this is not a game where, this is not real estate where you come in today, cash out tomorrow, and you good. This is a game where it's all you for a long time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? For a long time. Like I said, we just need more Irv Gottis, more Dame Dashes, people that been through it and that's willing to help the artists.
Of business. Damn.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and I feel like also too, people gotta understand too, like this music business, this music stuff requires an investment. You can invest so much money up front, but you don't know when you're gonna get your return of investment. Your return of investment is when you understand the business. Your return of investment when you're actually in the industry and you're actually able to connect with different people. Even if you're not in the spotlight, like Lotto, Ice Spice, and so much of these artists.
You don't gotta be that to be rich. You know
what I'm saying? I feel like you just gotta be smart on how to navigate the business, but more so be strategic with your money. You know what I'm saying? Because I do want to get into the part where it's like independent artists don't know when to. I feel like some independent artists, they don't know their worth. Right? They don't. They were like, okay, well, I don't know how to charge, but I know a lot of people are inquiring about me laying a verse, laying a hook, this, that, and the third. And I always say, like, you have to ask yourself, are you confident within your work? Do you feel like you put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears? You know what I'm saying? When do you feel like that artist should be in the position to charge, other fellow artists for a verse or a hook?
I say immediately, right? So, all right. So I'm gonna say, let's talk about movie soundtracks and stuff like that, right? And VH1, let's just say, for example, VH1 got $100,000 budget to get new music. They getting artists off the street like nobody's, right? So you can start literally. I'm not saying this to everybody, but it has happened. You can start rapping in September, and then October, Netflix is giving you a check for your music that nobody's checking for $10,000 because they need it. Keyword, they need it. So I feel like if you have people, like you said, inquiring about it, you're not putting it down in their face. They're coming to you for it because they need it. That's when, compensation comes in place. And when you also have some kind of something that you're contributing to the game and you got some kind of demand. You know what I'm saying? But like once people start coming to you, that clearly means they need it. And once you have a product somebody needs, in order for it to become a marketing product, you have to put a value on it. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like when people ask for it is when it's time.
Absolutely. Who was like your favorite artist when you think of all the artists you work with in the game? Who was that one artist when you got that call, you was like, yo, I'm happy to be working with them. So, I can't wait to get in the studio.
So we're going to go back a little bit, then I'm going to fast forward it. So basically what happened was the Tony Braxton situation. Vincent Herbert, right? After doing that record with Vincent Herbert, it got back to Babyface. So I'm in Houston. I'm just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Vibing. We got vibes around. That's what we call females. We got vibes around. And then I look, shout out to my boy Landstrip Chip. And they having a songwriting in Atlanta. We got 2 days. So I got that. I called my mom. I screenshotted the follow. I freed up. Like, it was crazy. We going to Atlanta for Babyface. So I feel like Babyface, like, that's
huge. That's
you. And it's like at that time I wasn't even, I'm not gonna say worthy, but it's like I'm just coming in. Babyface wanna do a writing camp with me, Landstrip Chip, AO Keys, and a lot of other people. I'm invited to this. That was like the craziest thing so far. Another thing was, I still say the Yaz situation was big. You know what I'm saying? I sent a lot of references for him when he was doing Empire. That was super, super big. You know what I'm saying? Had somebody I grew up with, like, be on one of the biggest shows on TV.
He killed it on Empire too.
One of the biggest shows, and not even just that, going on at BT to do the New Edition story. You get what I'm saying? So those opportunities was like, it was like real. I gotta pinch myself moments. You get what I'm saying? Like I could keep going. Like I said, I told you last time, being in Miami with just a camera, and now I'm with Little Meech before the BMF TV show even come out. I'm riding around with BMF, Lil Meech. I'm riding around with Jim Jones, Brian McKinney that paid for the Minnesota Vikings. I think that was the team, whatever. I'm bad with sports, but you know what I'm saying? Just him having me in his house. A kid from Philadelphia. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think those was like the crazy moment, but the Babyface thing was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, so you've been around a couple of heads.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Everybody out of the city, you know what I'm saying? Even from like Tierra Whack, like I was around Tierra Whack before she started. You get what I'm saying? So P&B Rock, like, like I said, I've been around a minute, so I've seeing a lot of stars, like people really walk into it.
I feel like that hurt Philly a lot when he passed, unfortunately.
Hell yeah, man, that was sad. It was sad.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like this music business is definitely, it's a lot of envious people out here when they see you, making moves and trying to progress. And I feel like, honestly, as long as you wanting to be in this business, or if you're already in this business, that's never gonna stop. I don't feel like that ever changed, because I feel like if you're not used to people talking about you, wanting to get out you, this, that, and the third, chances are you're not ready for this game. Yeah. Because that's full of it, and then 99% of it knows.
Those aren't your battles. I tell people all the time, that's not really? Somebody got a problem with you, that's not your battle. That's their internal. If you don't know this person and this person has a problem with you, that's something they gotta live with. I tell people that all the time. Like, that don't got nothing to do with me. You got what I'm saying? You got so much to lose. They don't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that people, like I said, it's a recession out here. People don't know about themselves. People don't even know themselves. So when you out here and just moving around, you gotta think for yourself. You gotta think for other people, and don't get caught up in a lot of stuff. You willing to risk everything to get into an altercation with somebody that has nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's really not worth it. And you just got to move correct. There's a lot of artists that's rich that we don't even know about. And they low key. They still can go to the mall by themselves and they don't need security, right? Because it's how they carry themselves. Like, I doubt somebody's going to harm J. Cole if he ride his bike down Madison Avenue, because it's how you carry yourself. You get what I'm saying? You got, like, you got Don.
He do it all the time. Pull up to New York whenever he felt.
You know what I'm saying? I just seen a video of Adam Sandler. He was in New York playing basketball. No security. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no security. So it's about how you carry yourself too, and it's about how you move, knowing the spots to be into, knowing the spots not to go into. You know what I'm saying? You can go to Roscoe's or whatever. You could go to the club, but just don't go on the Friday, Saturday night, Monday around 10 o'clock, where everybody at work or it's not crowded. You know, so it's just about you got to think ahead, way ahead. You're not a normal person no more. You carry around a lot of assets.
Okay, you know, cool. Who's an artist you feel like you want to work with? For the second half of 2023, or if not next year, or at just any given point, and you feel like, nah, we really need to get in the studio.
It's crazy. It's weird and it's random, but Jennifer Lopez and Puff.
Why?
I feel like I recently took a liking to like Jennifer. I really didn't hear a lot of her stuff, but after hearing what she was like the Cardi B before Cardi B. She was like a Latino Beyonce, right? Like J-Lo did a lot. She got a lot of huge records that I feel like don't come to the light enough. So I would love to work with her and take it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? Like just we could do something, even like I said, maybe we can get Bad Bunny and Cardi B on the record. It would be real good for the Bronx. I know what I'm saying, shout out to the Bronx. It'd be real good for New York. So those are like the people like J-Lo, Puff, maybe even Tierra Marie. Those are like the three people. Shout out to Tierra Marie. She never really got her shot. She got an amazing voice.
Yeah, you don't hear much from her. I feel like you heard much from her when he was like, like 07, 08, when she came out with Sponsor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and even before that, she was signed, a lot of people don't know, she was signed to Jay-Z. And she put out her first project under Jay-Z, but that was around the time when they was breaking up. The Rock was breaking up, you get what I'm saying? And when they broke up, nobody called for her. So her record deal, like I said, she never got a shot. People don't know, her and Rihanna was same label coming out at the same time. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say she was going to be Rihanna, but it was the same thing. Like, they were on the same level. So those are, like, the three people, like I said, I want to work with. Tierra Marie, J-Lo, and Puff.
I feel like you'll definitely get a lot out of Puff. Puff's one of those people where it's like, you in a bad mood, but he's going to brighten up your mood.
Oh, yeah, I love Puff. I love, after watching, Making a Band. Like,
I thought you would say his son. Like, I didn't think you would say Puff.
Combs?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to CYN. Yeah, for sure. I could get in with Combs. Shout out to them. Shout out to Nico, Combs, Kai Cash, all them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, most definitely, I could get in with them. Like, they like to date the new bad boy. You know what I'm saying? But it was just something about watching Making the Band growing up. Like, I just fell in love with Puff. Like what he do and all the eras he been through.
Do you feel like groups are dead? Like, at this point? Like, everything is just independent? Like, everyone's just solo? I feel like groups should be,
So, you think about groups, right?
Yeah. 5
people, 3 people, that's a lot of egos. Let's talk about money. That's a lot of splits. Everybody's gonna try to do it. Everybody in the group think they Bobby Brown. They go solo. I don't need this group. I don't need you. We need to understand that we're all part of each other. We come together and we make this group what it is. New Edition, right? Like I said, B5. Think about all the groups. Nobody successfully continued. Even Run DMC stopped.
B5, yeah.
Even Run DMC stopped. You know what I'm saying? So groups are always harder.
Yeah. But
man, they make an impact. It's nothing like, like I said, being on stage with your friends, traveling the world with your friends, So it's harder. But like I said, if it can work, if you can make it work, do it. But it's real harder now in this generation.
Promo. Thank you for so much dropping so much gems, man. And thank you for stopping by the function, man.
Yeah,
always welcome back.
For sure.
Appreciate man. You, thank you. Anything else you have planned for the rest of 2023?
Oh yeah, I just signed a deal with Troy Carter, Venice Music. I'm on the same label with Gilly Daughter, New York, LA. So Hits Only did a partnership with Venice Music. It's basically a record label.
Yes,
under Troy, under Troy Carter. Troy, if you don't know who Troy Carter is, Troy Carter band Eve. He did a lot of stuff with Young Berg in the beginning. So we just signed with them. My first release coming out September 20th. I'm gonna do my producer album this year as well. So
explain to us what more of a producer's album.
Producer album is when I either get permission to remix records license-wise, or I put records on the album that people that I actually produce with, right? So right now, like I said, my brother Yaz, he got a lot of licenses for Empire, so I can remix a lot of that stuff and put it out. So technically, you can hear Timbaland on my album. I got some stuff with Babyface and Jimmy Jam I'm remixing right now that I got legally rights to do. My Tinashe stuff that's not released, I get to put out. The stuff I did with P&B Rock, I didn't put out.
You got a lot of stuff in the vault.
So it's time for me to do my DJ Khaled. You You get what I'm saying? It's time for me to put out my DJ Khaled type project. So that's what I wanted to do. It's called Loverboy. It's coming out September 20th. You get what I'm saying? And we're going to go like that.
Promo. Thank you so much for stopping through the function, man. Let them know where they can find you.
You already know. HitsOnlyRecordings.com. All artists, singing, submissions, producer, artist, songwriter, whatever. Let's get it cracking. Let's get number one.
Let them know where they can find you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. HitsOnlyRecordings.com. You also can hit me up on IG, Promoboii _ Twitter, same thing. The real Promoboii, though. Like I said, just hit me up there. Let's get it.
Yeah, how did you get the name, Promoboii?
School. I always just promoting something. I used to go to parties, so I used to come to school with flyers. If I didn't come to school with flyers, I just come to school with my mixtape. So one girl just called me like Promoboii. Like that's Promoboii over there. He always promoting something. I always had some kind of product in school, like no matter what. CD.
He's a hustler.
Yeah, like if I was a hustler, you know what I'm saying? So somebody just gave me that because I always was like promoting something.
Well, there you have it, man. I appreciate my guy Promoboii for stopping by and dropping a lot of knowledge on the game, man, for coming back for the second time. I appreciate my team backstage, my viewers. Thank you so much, man. Major shout outs to his friend for stopping by the function as well. It's your boy Day signing off. Take care and God bless. Yes, sir.